Like you're like the good, clean, fun version of music hardcore podcast.
Welcome back to Hardcore Hotline, where it's not our fault that you decided to follow us based on a 7-second viral video. That's on you. But today we're joined by Chris of Common Sage, and they're from Brooklyn, New York. How are you?
I am great. How are you this lovely day?
We get to be here talking to our favorite guy in our favorite band. What was your band called again?
I believe it's called Common Sage.
That one, our favorite band, as everyone knows. We're always telling people we love Common Sage. So, Chris, why did you guys decide to create this band? And more specifically, why are you not a hardcore band?
Interesting questions.
Yeah.
So I actually was not the founding member of the band.
Good.
The founding member of the band is Julian, who's supposed to be here, and he's not. And he definitely got the memo. And yeah, I might say some bad things about him in this interview as well.
That's perfect. Yeah, we're super proud of him for ditching this interview. We would too if we were him.
Yeah, total space cadet. So he is the founding member of the band. So there's been a couple different iterations of the band since I joined.
What year was that?
I joined roughly, I'd say, close to 3 years ago at this point.
Why did you do that? Did you not have anything else to do?
Yeah, good point. You know, I had parted ways with like an old band of mine.
Okay.
And I was looking, obviously, for whatever the next step for like my drumming life looked like. And yeah, they just they kind of fell into my lap, and I've been stuck in the band ever since.
Yeah.
For better and for worse.
Yeah, not enough drummers in Brooklyn, huh?
That's always a rare and hot commodity, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you chose right. At least you're not the bassist. And you guys were recently part of the Taco Bell Feed the Beat program. Does this mean that you sold out because you're affiliated with Taco Bell?
Absolutely not. Not in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we still have to eat.
Ooh, and you have Taco Bell to eat now.
That's correct.
What is the feed the beat? What does that do?
It feeds the band while we're on tour.
Okay. So just Taco Bell after Taco Bell.
Yes, which, you know, if one would use their imagination, you can imagine where that might lead.
Yeah, that is, we don't want to imagine that. But what is your favorite Taco Bell order? We will judge you on it, by the way.
Yeah, so this is also very interesting. So I am probably the only one in the band that doesn't really eat Taco Bell.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I know.
So what do you do then? Do you just be like, "Hey guys, I'm going to go to Sheets across the way and get a
Actually,
sub"?
no, anti-Sheets. Yeah, I'm pro Wawa.
Right, your people are in the north and
Not in New York. I wish they were. However,
are they not?
Not in New York, no. But definitely Wawa over Sheet any day of the week.
Is there a particular reason why?
I grew up in Wawa country.
Okay.
So and there's a rivalry.
Yeah, we can tell.
Yeah. And
it runs deep.
It runs very, very deep. There's blogs, there's Instagram accounts, there's there's even like online polls and stuff like that, and broken down to what do people like and what they don't.
Wow, we are learning so much about gas station rivalries right now.
Yes.
We're probably going to go down that rabbit hole later, but I guess we can talk about you for a second again. So your band had an album come out like a few months ago, right? Maybe?
Last year.
Yeah, last year. And why did you think that this was okay to do?
I personally like the music. I think the album is, in my opinion, it should be held in high regard.
That is an opinion.
That
is one. And are you gonna keep making new music, or are you done?
I think we're done. That's like, yeah.
Yeah, you've reached a point where you like have nothing else to say, and you're just like, they'll listen to the same songs.
We've exhausted all avenues. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And who honestly listens to new music?
It's true. Yeah.
Who
I know
does that?
people have low attention spans too, but
They do.
yeah, here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah. And speaking of people not listening to new music, you guys are playing Furnace Fest. Is that
Yes,
right?
we are
Is that exciting at all?
over the moon.
Really?
So excited.
Even though it's in Alabama?
Yes, I don't care if Furnace Fest was located on Mars. I would still be stoked about it.
All right. Are you going to go to the Buc-ee's that's 20 minutes away, or are you like absolutely not? I cannot forsake my Wawas.
So here's the thing with Buc-ee's.
Oh no.
I'm not really a fan.
Wow. Oh.
Well, Buc-ee's to me
Mhm.
is on par with Sheetz.
Okay. Okay.
So Buc-ee's, and again, I could be the oddball in the band on this one,
Yeah.
which I'm pretty sure I am.
More than
but
likely.
I walked into a Buc-ee's on a recent tour that we just did, and it was the middle of the day, weekday, and I walked in, waited in line for 20 minutes for the restroom,
Yeah.
walked out, and my anxiety levels just I almost was lifted off of my feet and shot through the roof of Buc-ee's because it was just pure chaos and insanity. And
Yeah.
I couldn't take it, and I had to leave. I had to walk out. I couldn't stay in there.
That is, unfortunately, we have to say that is extremely valid. You walk in and it's just chaos, just people
Pure chaos.
everywhere. No one is walking in straight lines. You
Yeah.
can't tell where anyone is actually going. They change their direction right before they hit you, and then you have the Buc-ee's mascot just hanging out, and then all throughout this entire thing, it's just the scent of a brisket barbecue sandwich just permeating into your pores.
A lot of people love it. A lot of people hype it up, especially people where it's they're on tour or traveling and they don't come. They're not located where they live per se, but I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's great too. It has a lot of amazing things that people love.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, but I'm not. Yeah, I can't say I'm a Buc-ee's person.
Yeah. How do you get fed on tour? We're just curious because you
Taco
seem to
Bell.
have
Taco Bell.
your least favorite thing.
Yeah, exactly. Me personally, how do I get fed on tour?
Yeah, yes, because you seem to be like, I'm not eating that. And there are few choices on the road.
That is true. I'm a fan of the Whole Foods route.
Okay.
So literally stopping by Whole Foods to hit the hot bar and salad bar.
You can get like a whole pizza.
Yeah, and it's like it's the opposite of eating Taco Bell.
Right. Okay. Well,
In a nutshell. Yeah.
Right. In a taco shell. We're the funniest people on the
Clever.
internet. So back to Furnace Fest, which of course, obviously we never talk about on here. How did that work out? Did they ask you or did you beg them?
We got asked, I believe. I know.
You know what? That's so great. That's good. That's so good.
Wow. Who's that? Who's that?
Who is this man?
Perfect
Hey.
timing.
Hey, Julian. We were just talking about Furnace Fest. Yes. Do you want to take a moment and introduce yourself?
Julian, I'm in common stage with Chris.
Perfect. Amazing. We love that. Chris said that you were the founding member for this band.
Yeah, I guess online been you since I was in high school,
Yeah. Okay. Well, that is awesome.
I
Yeah.
really threw her for a loop because she asked about the Feed the Beat and Taco Bell and whatnot, and I said, I can't. Thou shall not lie. And I said, I don't eat Taco Bell. But
I love Taco Bell.
Perfect. Finally. The Taco Bell coalition
I'm
has
all-
formed. What is your Taco Bell order?
It's too crazy. One of everything.
One of everything. Okay.
I feel like everybody likes a crunch wrap. A
Mhm.
potato is pretty sick.
Yeah.
A bean and cheese burrito for
Classic.
sick. They have those new chicken nuggets, which I'm sure are really sick.
Surely.
The taco, if you had one of those, super sick.
Absolutely.
I would
Would you
try
say
nugget.
would you say the items at Taco Bell are sick?
All of them, yeah. So it's sick
Perfect. Wonderful. We were just making sure.
for sure.
For sure.
Sick.
So before you showed up we were talking about Furnace Fest, and Chris said that he was just so excited. Are you also excited, and would you say that Furnace Fest is sick?
I would actually say that it is sick. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure that we're keeping consistent. Yeah, we're just very insightful, intuitive.
Intuitive. Yeah, I'm stoked about it. Furnace Fest is a really, historically iconic, great fest, and I think we're all excited to play it.
Okay, and apparently you guys were actually asked to play. Why? Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, we've been trying to figure that out. Are you sure that it was them, or was it one of those spam accounts, you know?
Hard to say. It could be a spam account.
Could be.
We
But
could
yeah,
show
I
up.
mean,
and
We're gonna show up.
you're gonna show up anyway. You're gonna show up and you're gonna play
Maybe.
things. And you guys are, as Chris and I talked about earlier, you're not a hardcore band. So then what can people expect from your set?
I think we're a hardcore band, so I don't know. People can expect, in my opinion, breakdowns,
Okay.
and that's kind of it, I guess.
Okay. Are you guys going to do that fun, Chris, are you going to do that fun thing on the cymbals that lets everyone know that it's time to start killing each other?
100.
Okay, perfect.
You know how much I look forward to something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, those and gang vocals are pretty much the only reason that we show up to hardcore shows. So, do you guys have any gang vocals in your songs? So, Julian, you said that you are a hardcore band?
No, I guess we're not actually a hardcore.
Okay, so you lied.
I lied.
Okay. Just making sure. All right. So Julian is a liar. Okay. So we will let the people know to expect serious breakdowns. Do you think anyone will cry during your set? Will it be one of you?
That could happen.
Right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's okay. It's okay to be a man and cry. It's 2025.
Or whoever's crying, whoever cries, cries,
Whoever cries, cries. Exactly. Exactly.
Cries.
Have you guys actually ever been to Furnace Fest before, or have you just seen videos?
I've never been, no.
Never been.
Been. Okay. Have you ever been to Alabama?
Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
ho-
Chris
a
is
ho-
saying yes, and you're a
Hotels,
liar, so I'm going to believe
hotels,
him.
and Waffle House.
Okay. All right. Well, you're probably playing on the little pond stage, is that right?
Probably.
So, yeah,
If
probably.
we play it all.
Yeah, if you do play it all, if security lets you through. They let anybody in, honestly. There was
That's good.
there was a small girl wearing a snake last year, so yeah, I think it was last year, the year before. Either way, small girl with a snake, security said that's fine, so I'm sure you guys can get in there. But yeah, so it'll be great because it'll be like 10,000 degrees, and then once you're done, you could just take a quick little swim in the pond. It'll be great.
Are there any fish in there?
I'm sure that someone can find some fish to put into the pond.
We'll bring our own.
Bring your BYOF, bring your own fish. That'll be good. That'll be good. And you guys are playing, but there's also other actual bands playing. Are you looking forward to seeing any of them while you're there, or are you just gonna like leave and be like, "Yeah, we're done with this"?
Exactly.
Okay.
Stoked to see Horse the Band.
Okay. Do you think that they would watch your set, or do you think that they would be like,
If we, maybe if we like did some sort of kidnapping situation,
yeah, I think you could probably do that. You could tell them that you have extra Taco Bell.
which we will, because
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah, he's not going to eat it. So you could be like, "Hey guys, our stage has Taco Bell," and they'll be like, "Well, this will be great." And then they'll be eating the Taco Bell, and you could be like, "They're definitely listening to us."
We'll I'm sure we'll sneak some in our pockets and just like throw it side stage throughout the set.
Yeah, pocket Taco Bell. That sounds
Pocket tacos.
Pocket tacos. That sounds so delicious. So very good. So we just can't wait. And Julia, just to go back, because Chris said that you guys are not making any more new music ever. Is that correct, or is he lying?
I think he'd say it so soon, but yeah, that is true.
Okay. So are you guys gonna have like a farewell show, or are you just gonna be like, we're just gonna play the same songs that we've always played for the next like 15 years?
Yeah. Does that sounds norm?
Yeah, it's pretty on par with the bands that are touring now.
Do you think it's a good idea?
Totally. We've never heard a better idea than that. You should definitely do that.
Okay, that's what we were thinking.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so is there anything else you'd like our just so many viewers of this specific video to know before we wrap up?
Chris?
We already touched on Wawa. We already touched on Sheets. We
The
already
important
touched on
stuff.
Bucky's.
Yeah.
Can't wait to come to Alabama.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, those are the important things when people watch band interviews. We really pride ourselves on hitting just the top things that people want to know. Julian will find out what we talked about later if he ever watches this video later. Okay, so perfect. That is all of the time that we have today. Thanks again to Common Sage. And you can stream their music wherever you do that. You could pick up the album that actually came out last year. It has songs on it. Or you can come to Furnace Fest to watch them play. Or you can literally do none of those things. The choice is yours and yours alone. And we'll see you next time.